Hey everybody, and welcome to another Mathas versus the Ladder. This is going to be on Core Hall Compound, and I'm going to do it from my opponent's perspective for a bit again. I am probably going to be switching to the everyman cam, checking out my camera here and there. I don't plan on staying on his cam the whole time. So actually, I'm going to probably actually start in the everyman cam and swing around a bit until some action starts happening. It's been a little bit since I did Mathas versus Ladder. Not too long, though. I don't like to do these too often. I kind of like to do them when I have something to talk about. And, as far as things to talk about this time, let's talk about the usual. Actually, I'm almost about to hit 300 subscribers. Now, I don't know what I'm going to do for 300 subscribers. I'd like to do something. What that something is, though, is I'm unsure. Hang on, I'm just going to check the sound because I feel like it's really loud. No, it's good. I don't know what I'd like to do. I want to do something, but hitting 300 is huge. It's so funny because about a week and a half ago, I was only at 220. My Project Zomboid video series has kind of quote-unquote exploded as far as personal success goes. It's really cool that people like the game. The game is freaking awesome. It is a zombie survival RPG. If you don't know what it is, check out ProjectZomboid.com. Check out my videos. Watch them. It's not a survival horror game. There are horror elements, and the horror elements kind of actually just manifest themselves. They're not like pre-written into the game. They're not like pop-out scares that are, made to show up. So it's all about trying to survive the zombie apocalypse. You're going to die. I don't want to go into too much detail. Check out the series. It's really cool. And kind of living out your own zombie survival story is a lot of fun, and recording it's a ton of fun. So I'm actually really glad that a lot of people have decided to enjoy my series. I'm trying to do about a video a day. That's my goal. So we'll see what happens there. I'm glad you're enjoying it, and we're gonna just divert over to the game for a split second. He's trying something really sneaky, and I actually don't catch this. And I think this is really cool. He does a 2 racks opening, and it's not it's not like he's 4 racksing me or anything. He's doing a 2 racks aggression. The problem is I'm only gonna scout one of them. Because I have my drone down here. I scouted up there, saw one. I'm not going to see this. My Overlord is not going to see it. I have my Overlord going right over here so I can fly in at a later date and just check it out. And he's going to do this, and it's really smart. It's going to catch me a little bit by surprise because I only know 1 Marine's out. I'm like, oh, okay, not a big deal. I did do hatch first. That's my typical opening against most races. It's just a hatch first. And I do, 14... I do 14 pool, 16 gas. I like to get those extra minerals up just for a little while to support my army, and then I'm going to run this guy off because I don't want him anywhere near me. So I don't know that this is big pressures coming. I have no idea. So he's going to be popping Marines, like I said, very intelligently. I don't think he's actually playing with hotkeys, which is really interesting, which actually surprising that that's what he's doing. But I feel pretty safe. Again, I don't know this is coming. I actually pop out an extra pair of Zerglings, which is completely accidental, but ends up working in my favor. So this little accident actually helps me out. I should have only made 4. I only wanted to make 4. I'm going to swing out here and be like, oh, what's out here? Oh, it's just a Marine and SCV. Oh, just 2 Marines. Oh, wait, a 3rd Marine. Oh, crap. All right, back up. I don't want to lose anything. And I do. I get back in time. I get on the creep. He's going to make a small error. He's sending his SCV out on attack move, and he loses it. That's actually really big. Because he was going to use the SCV presumably to drop a bunker, and he's smartly backing off after losing that. He is putting another SCV out, but doesn't want to push out because now that I know the pressure's there, I am ready for it. I popped out a few more lings just to be sure, and then I continue to drone up after that. Now, because he decided to do that early pressure, I was able to get ahead in the worker count by about 3, which is really good. I am sacking an Overlord here. I just want to get a look. I did see he has no gas. I am going to catch, actually, right before my Overlord does die off. I'll speed it up a little bit here. That he's dropping a gas down. I don't catch anything else, but that's important. The fact that I saw gas go down that late means I don't have to expect any Hellions at all from him. He's not going to be dropping that at all, so I can continue to macro up pretty hard, drop a lot of drones. I actually put my drones back on gas after a little while, just to get ready for Banelings, because I saw basically, alright, no gas. He has a lot of Marines, so it's going to be a very infantry bio-based build. Time to start making a lot of Banelings and get ready for that Baneling pop. And that's what I'm doing, and like I said, I'm droning up behind that. So we're going to speed this up a little bit. I am going to make a wall. I do love walling off in the maps that allow me to. Dropping an Evo Chamber here, a Spine Crawler here, and even a second one if I get the time. But because of that, I have 35 workers now. I feel 100% safe. I am going to send a few Lings up here just to see what I'm looking at. checking upgrades and whatnot, and we're going to swing in here with speed. I'm going to see, alright, I lose, what, one Zergling, not a big deal, and I see a good chunk of Marines, so Banelings is exactly what I want to do. He is smartly keeping a Marine here. I'm getting ready to expand. I'm getting ready to expand. I have my layer going down a little bit, actually right about on time. It is going to pop around the 8-minute mark, a little bit later than I would liked it to. But we're going to keep this going at about the 8-minute mark and then pop a bunch of lings. So at this point, he knows he's held it off, but he really has no other scouting information. I want to take a look at his vision. I'm making Banelings, by the way, for defense. He knows nothing. He actually has no idea. Oh, I apologize. I missed this. So I did try to expand. I saw his Marine. I saved my drone by making him a gas, swung my Zerglings down here, and then turned that drone that was a gas into a hatchery. Now, that's important because, I mean, granted, I would have just lost a drone, which is 50 minerals. But instead of that, not only would I have lost that drone, I would have lost all that travel time, which could have been mining time for another drone, and I have to replace 2 drones because one's becoming a building. So I luckily save it. I basically only lose like 17 minerals or some crap, which is not a big deal, and I get my hatchery. And I only lose that one drone to that building, and it's gonna pop. And I'm basically macroing up. My goal here is to macro, and expand a lot. And my personal goal, because I was playing a Terran in this particular matchup, is to make sure my expansions are safe. Make sure they're safe. Make sure I can basically. I basically have them defended because my big problem against Terran is when I expand and the game goes a little later is the drop play. The drop harass kills me every single time. It catches me off guard. I'm never ready for it. So my goal was to make sure it's safe. I am going to swing over here. He does have a huge contingent of Marines ready to basically kill me here. And he wants to take out this third. Now, I'm going to catch it. I don't know it's there yet. I actually am going to expand pretty soon. I forget how I get away with it because those Marines are there. Oh, I think it's a different set, so we'll see. But I do have a lot of drones. I have 52 drones to his 29, so I definitely droned apart. My army not nearly the size it should be, but I have map control, and I'll know when it's coming, just when I should. So he's going to swing in here. He's going to pick off that right there. He's going to pick off 1, 2, 3, 4 workers, I believe he got there. But I had Banelings out, and I'm going to run him off. He's not going to get this hatchery. He's going to lose basically all these Marines. I mean, I'm going to trade a lot for it, but they're Zerglings. They're throwaway. I'm not worried about it. They can get easily replaced, especially with the economy I have compared to his economy. So he's going to lose that. He did smartly stim a chunk of them and leave the 2 dying Marines behind for my Banelings to kill off. Sadly, it wasn't enough for him. So I'm actually going to be just fine. I'm going to eventually grab these guys because I think I forgot where they went for a second. So we'll speed up here. There they go. Now they're going to head in there. And I'm just basically going to just get it back under control. He's killed a total of 6 workers so far, which is really nothing in the grand scheme of things. I have 58 workers right now, and he has 29. He's working off mules, though. Can't discount the mules. The mules are very, very scary. And now my mutas are up. And because my mutas are up, I'm feeling pretty good. My level 1 for melee is done. I should be working on level 2 at this point because he's 1-1, and I know this, but I don't. And but again, I feel like I have control over the game. My food is up. My army is just the size I need it to be. I have fast travel for Banelings being researched if it's not already done. It is already done. And my mutas are going to swing in to try and do some counter harassment. He is getting ready to expand, which I'm actually liking that I catch this. He has an SCV going down over there. I'm going to kind of bounce around and use this airspace to my advantage to get out alright. Going to try and pick this off, bounce around, back up, and then head back home with the mutas. I just want to do some harassment, delaying the third as long as I can. And that was actually excellent delay by me. He knows I have mutas up now, so his response is smartly drop turrets. I like that he's only dropping it on this side, because if I swing around this way, he can easily get his Marines over here, and he's deciding to do a Hellion mixture, because he's assuming I'm going Zerg, Baneling, so let's go to his vision now. Do his chase cam. I know it's coming, he knows I know it's coming, and I quickly catch him off, and actually clean up very quickly. I don't know why I was actually going to his camp for that. Because now I'm going to rush in, and his reaction is smart, actually. What can he do at this point? He knows he desperately needs to get that third base up, but can't really do anything about it. He's losing a ton. My mutas are pretty much free to swing in because he doesn't really have any anti-air outside of a few turrets. And at this point, I'm just going to do some harassment. I'm going to pick off a few things for the wall. He's going to attempt to get the third down one way or another, dropping turrets. He's actually reacting pretty appropriately. So, going back to the Everyman cam, I have my 4th base up, and we're just going to watch this kind of play out. I definitely have the advantage. It's going to be very difficult for him to come back at this point. I'm picking off a bunch of things. He is going to swing down here with a bunch of workers as the meat shield, but I already have reinforcements coming down, and I'm going to eat up all those Blue Flame Hellions. And here's where I kind of make a mistake. I try to throw him up the choke and end it, but because of this double medevac, he kind of cleans up a lot with the small amount of Marines he has, and these guys don't really do much. I actually swing these over here to turn them into Banelings. He doesn't come and finish the job right away, which is sad, because at this point, they turn into Banelings right at the right time, and they get a kill. And really, that's kind of decent. Few Mutas just going to sit out here, kind of watch for when he moves out. He's only on 2 base, but really, out of that 2 base, he only has 1 mining, and he's lost 33 workers. I have 78 workers right now. I am defending, and here's what I was talking about, dropping down a Spore Crawler, dropping down a couple Spine Crawlers. Just simple things that'll help out my game. He has a drop, but if he forgets about it. And this is just the Platinum, like, thought process. We're just not quick enough to get it done. So he completely forgets about it. He leaves it up here. If he dropped it earlier, could have done a lot of damage. But he drops it right as my Spine Crawler finishes. It's going to get a kill, which is still 1 Marine less, and buys me some time. I throw my Mutas at him just a little bit, just to buy myself some more time. And he only gets a couple of worker kills. Isn't going to get much else done. Here comes the cavalry. Just going to wipe all this up. And my level 2 melee is about to finish up. And he really can't afford to be throwing upgrades on his units. He's going to be sticking at what? He's 2-2. Now think about that. He spent money on 2-2 upgrades instead of spending it on a bigger army. I have sheer numbers here. And I'm just going to kill off all of his workers, kill off his third completely, roll up here, explode all over his units, and just win. And really, this is pretty much game over. Now I think he quits right about here. So, quick Mathas versus ladder for you. Not really much to talk about. I actually wanted to get this up there because show how important it is against a Terran to have a defended base. On top of how well he actually kind of handled it. He knew he needed to get his third base up. Small things he could have done is maybe canceled these upgrades. Not necessary. He didn't have the economy to support these kind of upgrades. He could have gotten 3-3 and it still would have been fine because I can have the economy to just throw a big army at him constantly over and over again. I should have expanded again here. I should have expanded here. My creep spread was pretty good. So yeah, that's going to be that. So quick video up, guys. Go check out the Project Zomboid thing because people love that series. People are really liking it, and I hope you like it as well. And I'll be seeing you very, very shortly. Mathas StarCraft signing out.